Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Jo. In this video, we will explore how to add a release of liability, code of conduct, or other similar form to the member registration process on your LifeSite's website. There are two ways to add this sort of form, and the first is to make it part of the registration process. To accomplish this, from your admin homepage, navigate to Members, Families, Registration Process. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and here you will see a list of all the custom iForms you have ever created on your website. Any forms that you check will be displayed as links on the Membership Registration Complete message. I have an application all the way filled out to my website, so I'm just going to go to the bottom and click Continue. Here's the Member Registration Complete page. And here you can see the two forms that I included. Only the first one is a clickable link, this release of liability form. Once you follow the first one and then you fill it out and submit it, then the second form will become a clickable link, and so forth if you have more. You can see that following these links is completely optional at this point. If you want to force your members to engage with your document and sign your form, I recommend that you use the second method, which is custom fields, to build your form directly into the membership application instead. So let's look at some examples of what that would look like. I'm going to the membership application here on my sample site. I'm scrolling to the bottom. Now, I'm going to demonstrate 3 examples of incorporating a release of liability form. The first one is one in which members will read and sign without leaving this membership application. This example has all the words of your document included right here in the membership application form, and the digital signature is beneath. The benefit of this method is that the member is really required to sign it in order to finish the member application. It is a red asterisk field, and they won't be able to submit the application without completing the signature form. The drawback of this one is that including the full text of your document might make the application really long if the document is long or if you have many documents. The second example links out to a page for reading. Signature field remains here on the member application. Let me show you what that looks like. So if I click on this link, here is the whole document. And this one in this example is a PDF document. So you can read all the words and then close the pop-up and come back. The benefits of this method are it's more tidy looking. And if you already have a PDF or Word document that you like, it's very easy to link straight to it. The drawback is that it's easy for people to sign without following the link to read. The third custom field links out to a separate form for reading and signing. So if I click on this one, the benefits of this one are that it's also short and tidy, and you can require line-by-line approval if you want to. Sometimes legal documents are like this. The drawback is that it's easy to complete the member application without following the link and signing. If you use this method, an admin would need to come behind and verify that each member actually completed the form. Finally, this may be a pro or a con depending on your needs. The completed forms for this third option with a date stamped signature are not stored in the profile like the first 2 examples. They're stored with the iForm in the custom pages. Let's look at how to add each one of these types of custom fields. So for the first one, with the full text and the signature built right in. From the admin homepage, go to Members, Families, Extra Fields. Select plus a field. Uncheck the box to make it not viewable to other families. Give it a name. This is for admin's benefit only. Members won't see this name. Select short answer and digital signature. And yes, it's required. For the label, I have copied my code of conduct and I'm going to paste it right in. Then I'm going to select Add Extra Field. Let's pop back over to the membership form and see what that looks like. So I'm going to reload the page. And here's my fourth custom field. And there's all of the content of my code of conduct. And then there's the digital signature field underneath. Now let's go back to the admin side. This time I'm going to demonstrate the second option, which was the text for reading is contained in a pop-up, but the signature is built right into the membership form. So first we must create the document. You can either upload an already existing document, such as a PDF, or you can create a document on a custom widget page. I'm going to demonstrate uploading the PDF. I'm going to go to the Uploads folder. I'm going to go ahead and select the Forms subfolder because I want my forms to show up in here. And then I'm going to click the Upload button. You want to browse on your device for the document, highlight it, and then select Open. Once the upload is complete, click on the file one time to highlight it, and then look at the bottom of the page and it'll show you the URL for that file. So we're going to copy this. I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to right click and copy. Now we're going to link to this document from a custom extra field. So we're going to Members, Families, Extra Fields. We're going to add a field. If you ever see this message that says an auto-save version of this content has been found, just click Cancel. This field is going to be not viewable by other families. We're going to give it a name. And this one is going to be a short answer, digital signature, and required. For the label, we're going to say I have read and agreed to the code of conduct. Now, I want these words code of conduct to be the words that are clickable. So I'm highlighting those. I'm selecting this little chain link icon, and I'm pasting that URL that I copied a minute ago. Now, I'm going to the Target tab. I'm going to make it a pop-up window. I'm making it resizable. I'm giving it scroll bars, and it's going to be 400 by 400. 400 by 400 makes it friendly for cell phone users. And then add the field. Okay, let's go back to our application form and see what that looks like. I'm reloading the page. Scrolling down, here we go, number 5. I have read and agreed to the code of conduct. Now I can click on this link, and I can see my document there, review that, and then I can come back and then I can sign it. Now let's look at the third option. This one has the text for reading and the signature. Both are in the separate pop-up. So for this option, we're going to create the form first, just like we did last time. This time we're going to Pages on the navy blue menu, and we're going to add a custom page. We're going to name this the Code of Conduct. And it does need to be viewable by the public because people aren't yet members when they're filling out your form. I'm removing it from the weekly email, and I'm making this an interactive form type of page. Now I'm adding the page. All right, now we can edit the guts of the page, and I'm going to add a field. And my first field is going to just be content description. And I'm going to paste in the words of my code of conduct. Then I'm going to click Add Field. So those are just words for people to read. Now I'm going to put in some fields where they have to answer something. So plus a field. This one's going to be short answer. And the answer is required. And we're going to ask them for their name. And for their last name, short answer, yes, it's required. Last name. And then we're going to enter a field with where they can check the boxes. So you can see what that looks like, plus a field. This one's going to be check boxes. And then I like to make it so that they must choose all the boxes that I'm putting in. So let's say we're going to give them 4 choices, and we're going to say you must choose 4. Okay, and we're going to add the field. And then finally, we're going to add the digital signature field. So plus a field, short answer, it's a digital signature, and it's required. Pasting in my label. There's no need this time to highlight code of conduct and make it a link because we're already in the I-form. This is the code of conduct I-form. And this is the label for the digital signature box. All right, add the field. Let's go back to the custom pages listing. Now you can see what that looks like to make sure you liked it before you went any further. You can do that by selecting your interactive forms, and then here in the column beside our code of conduct is the link that will open the form. So if I click that, here we can see what the form looks like. All of the words from the content description are here at the top. Then we got the name, the checkboxes, and the digital signature. Okay, let's go back to the list of custom pages. And now we're going to copy that URL. So I'm going to right click and select copy link. And now we're going to create the extra field. So members, families, extra fields. Add a field, not viewable. Give it a name. And this one is going to be a checkbox field. I like to make people sort of assent to something. The digital signature itself, remember, it's over in that I-form, but I like to make them feel like they have to sign it. I have followed the link to sign the code of conduct. And code of conduct, we're going to highlight. And we're going to click the chain link. We're going to paste the URL we copied a moment ago. And we're going to make it a pop-up. Resizable, scroll bars, 400 by 400. And OK. And the only choice will be, I followed the link and signed. And we're going to add the field. Now let's go back to our membership application form and see what that looks like. I'm going to reload the page. And here it is, number 6, our new one. I follow the link to sign the code of conduct. Now if I follow the link, and I drag this to be bigger, here are the little checkboxes we added. And you could have incorporated some of these things up here as the checkbox options. That is what that will look like. After people have signed their digital signature in the form, they still have to check the box. They still have to do something here in this membership form. Let me go back into the form real quick, and I want to show you that you can customize the completion message. So once somebody fills this out, and they answer these questions, and they submit, there'll be a message here that says, "Thank you for filling out this I-form." Now, we can customize that message. So let me show you how to do that. Back on the admin side, out beside the name of the I-form, there's an option for completion settings. If I click on that, then this is where we can customize this message. So thank you for filling out code of conduct. We can also say, please close this window and continue with registration. I like to put that in there because when people are in that little pop-up, the completion message shows up in the pop-up as well. And so then if you tell them to close it, then they will go back and they will be able to see the member application open behind, and they can finish with that. Also, back on the custom pages, you can also look up the forms that have been submitted. So to do that, you would click on this completed item. And here we can see that one person has completed this I-form. When we were not currently logged in when I filled that out just a moment ago, and that is why it shows that the user is public. That's also why we asked them for their first name and last name. When lots of people fill them out, you'll see all of the whole list of the things here, and you can download the data into a spreadsheet, and then you can sort it and manipulate it and do what you need. So let's fill out an application from the top and see what that looks like. Okay, and now we get to the new fields that we added together. So the first one, digital signature, goes right here. Second one, digital signature, goes right here. Third one, we're going to click into the pop-up. And we're going to select continue. Let's see how you look up how people answered. So back on the admin side, if you go to members, families, manage, you can click on any family name to view their profile. So we're going to click on this first one and scroll all the way to the bottom. And then here are all those custom fields that have been added. So we can see the answer and the digital signature. And as you can see, as an administrator, I cannot alter that digital signature, either the name or the date stamp. That's just been set. The only thing I could possibly do was just delete it. So those are the answers to the first two types where the digital signature was right there in the member application, because the member application becomes the profile. In conclusion, we have reviewed 3 ways to add a digital signature type form to the member application. Now that you're familiar with the tools, you might think of yet another way to combine them to achieve the best process for your group's website. This concludes the video tutorial on incorporating an I-form into the membership registration process. If you have any further questions, please contact us by creating a ticket in your support center, sending an email to support@homeschool-life.com, or by calling 920-755-0257.